All right, guys, just got done seeing Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I liked it. I really liked it.
I was a fan. RJ?
I'd have to say blew every other Spider-Man movie out of the water.
Yep, even Spider-Man 2, in my opinion.
You're a fan of Spider-Man 2? Big fan?
I think it was probably
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2?
Yes, I think that was the best prior to the movie we just watched.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, it's typical Marvel, a typical Marvel movie. If you like any of the other Avengers universe movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, the Avengers movies, you're gonna love this one just as much. So I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Iron Man's presence in the movie. What did you guys think about that?
It's not as prevalent as depicted in previews and trailers.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
I think there was just enough. I mean, there wasn't too much, I don't think, but...
I would agree. A lot of reviews have been saying a lot about Iron Man being in the movie a lot. The trailers. Of course, there's the poster. Everybody's been talking about the big Iron Man on it and whatnot. And I think in the trailers and on the in the ads and on the poster, yeah, Iron Man is depicted quite a bit. But in the movie,
there's like some scenes in the trailer that aren't in the movie. They
Which
did like
has a tendency to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was in, like you said, just enough. He wasn't in it all the time. It was definitely a 100% Spider-Man story. Iron Man played a very small part in it. I mean, basically, I think Iron Man was there because it's Spider-Man. The whole thing is he wants to be part of the Avengers, and Tony's sort of helping him out. That's how he gets his suit, and he's sort of just there, kind of in the background. But really, it's not his story. He barely pops up in it, kind of at the end a little bit, but that's just a tiny smidge is what he's in it. I'd say 99.9% of the movie is straight up just a Spider-Man film.
I think if I have any complaint about Iron Man being in it and Tony Stark, is like all the other Spider-Mans, like he makes his own suit, and this one,
well, he made his own suit, but Tony made an upgraded suit.
Well, that's true.
Upgraded though. Like it's not just upgraded.
No.
It's like he depends on that suit. That's kind of like what he says. If you're nothing without the suit.
But at the end of the movie, he does prove himself without the suit. Tony takes the suit.
Spoiler.
Spoilers. Tony takes the suit away, and he well, come on, people at this point.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it.
If you watch my reviews, you're going to get spoilers. We're here to talk about the movie, darn it. But yeah, at the end of the movie, when Tony takes away the suit, Spider-Man does prove himself without the suit.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's my only complaint. Like, if I had anything to complain about that,
I think one of the biggest surprises for me that I was talking to Chris about at the end of the movie was the young cast. I thought, Zendaya, the kid who played his friend Ned, not so much Flash, but I thought the young cast really worked well together and complemented each other.
Well, Spider-Man he is young. That's he is in the comic books. I think all the other Spider-Mans that we had thus far were probably too old to be playing the part.
And it was good to see young actors playing those parts instead of older actors playing the parts.
It made it feel a lot more realistic.
Yep,
yeah, because when you're watching, Tobey Maguire play a high school kid, you're like, he did seem a little too old for that role.
Kirsten Dunst, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With Kirsten Dunst, it just seemed a little off. But now characters who actually could probably be in high school, it made more sense. I thought I loved the villain. What do you guys think of that?
I thought Michael Keaton was really good.
Yes, Michael Keaton was amazing.
He's been really good, yeah.
I love the fact that Michael Keaton is having a bit of a comeback now. That is amazing because he's such a good actor.
As long as he keeps starring in movies involving man in the title, he's good. Birdman, Spider-Man.
What's that one?
Ray Kroc Man.
Yeah.
The Founder Man.
The Founder Man.
He did really good in that.
Like, he was great. He was great in that movie.
He portrayed that Ray Kroc really good. Like I hated him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
So all right, again, possible spoilers, but definitely spoilers. What were some of their biggest surprises in the movie?
I think who Michael Keaton is in relation to other characters.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
So Michael Keaton being Peter's love interest dad.
Yeah. We're spoiling
We're
it.
spoiling.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Spoiler approved.
No, no.
Like,
So I
we
think
were
that
wrong,
was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, the shock that he got in the movie, the characters, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, was the same shock that we got. We were like, whoa, what?
I'm actually surprised I didn't see that coming. Like
when
it happened, I felt stupid. Like
Yeah.
I felt like, of course it's so cliche. I think that's it. I think it's so cliche that I wasn't expecting it because
It's not even like they teased it at all.
No.
Yeah.
That was the best part. Like a lot of times they'll tease something or like drop a hint, and I really did not get that at all.
Well, because even in the trailers, the one scene.
Well, and the
like,
fact that he's a
says,
complete.
like, I hurt everybody you care about, and in like this trailers, he says that line, and so you're like thinking throughout this movie, of course, his love interest,
And of course, there's also the fact
daughter
that
of-
that she's apparently mixed. I mean, her mother's
Yeah,
African American, he's white. That also really throws you off as well. I mean, if it was, if the bad guy was being played by an African American character, or either that or his love interest was played by a white character, then you would have been like, you maybe could have seen it coming. But that also just helps throw it completely off. You don't realize that she comes from a mixed race family.
Well, yeah, it's almost like you think when Peter's taking her to homecoming and opens the door and he's there, it's like he knows and he has her captured, or she's
That's what I
holding her
thought, yeah.
captive, and then you see the mom and it's like, what, really? And then the daughter comes in and goes, Dad, stop, you're embarrassing me. It's like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, so I think they did a pretty good job of. I think a mixture of the fact that they got a mixed race family, which really helped it. No real like big hints anyway. None that I noticed. I mean, if there was, I missed them. And the fact that again, it is so cliche that I wasn't expecting it to go that route. So I think they did a pretty good job with that. I like that. That was great. I think it's amazing at the end too when Spider-Man also proves himself by saving Michael Keaton's character at the end. Like of course, he's the hero. He's not going to let him die. He realizes at the end of the movie that he's about to his power source is about to explode, and he's trying to save him. And of course, he does what he can, but it doesn't necessarily pay off, and it does explode. But then he still rushes right into the flames to go after Michael Keaton's character. That was a really great moment. I think that was a really good superhero moment. You're the bad guy. You're evil. You're doing all this horrible stuff. You're trying to kill me, but I'm not going to let you die. I think that's awesome. I love that.
Absolutely. And I think to jump a little bit, I think Sony trolls the audience pretty hard
at the end,
at the very end of the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. I know
Well,
it's
you
a
know-
spoiler review, but
Well, I'm curious to see if Michael Keaton comes into play at all
in the
Yeah.
second
in the next movies, because again, spoilers. Like a mid credits, there's a scene with Michael Keaton in jail, and the other guy asks him, we hear you know who Spider-Man is, and he says, oh, if you think if I knew who he was, don't you think he'd be dead by now? And so obviously he's keeping the secret, and it makes me go, okay, so does he respect Spider-Man now because he's not only did he save the life of his daughter, but he also saved his life, so. Is he still going to be a bad guy? Is he going to maybe help out in the end? Or is it going to be one of those, like, mutual things where I'm still a bad guy, but I also kind of, we're against each other, but I still kind of respect you, sort of thing, which I'm hoping they do. I've always loved characters like that where, you're the bad guy, you're the good guy, but there's this kind of weird sort of mutual respect, even though you want to stop what each other's doing. And I'm really hoping that's kind of the route we get. I would love to see more Michael Keaton. He's fantastic in this. I mean, that is one thing I hate about superhero movies a lot of times. It's a bad guy comes, the good guys save the day, and then that bad guy's kind of out of the picture. You don't really, it's sort of like there's a new bad guy for every movie.
And if it's a really good actor, you kind of hate that.
Yes, I want to see bad guys continue. I love that. I would love to see them do that a lot with, not to go into DC now, but like the Joker. I mean, that's like the Batman villain. And, they have the Joker, he comes into play, they kill him off or get rid of him or do whatever they do to him, and then we move on to another super villain. It's like, well, why not have the Joker just continue on? I would love to see more of that, and I think the Vulture is a fantastic villain, and I would love to see more of him, and then have other characters come in.
Yeah.
Like you can have the Rhino pop in for like 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
I'm joking. I hated that they did that.
Yeah,
You get Paul Giamatti. You get the greatness that is Paul Giamatti in your film, and you throw him in for like 30 seconds and have freaking Electro as your main villain.
You don't want a Spider-Man 3, that's for sure. Spider-Man 3 has
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, I think it was the Venom one, right?
Well, yeah, it was Sandman.
Yeah.
Venom.
Yeah.
The Green Goblin too.
Yeah, exactly. It was way too much villain going on.
I think if they had done Green Goblin 2 and Venom as the main one,
I think
Sandman was just kind of a little bit extra. Like, I was like, really? Like,
You want
so much
to
going on.
speak up?
the one thing that bothered me, I guess, if I'm going to nitpick, would be there's multiple characters by the end of the movie who know who Spider-Man is.
On this one?
You have the best
yeah.
friend knows, and then Aunt May finds out at the very
Yeah,
end. Of the movie.
what the?
One of the funniest scenes. And the movie was, in my opinion, I thought it was incredibly funny.
Yeah.
There were times I heard Dave laugh multiple times.
Yes, there was a lot of good comedy in it, but that worked.
Yeah,
it was definitely
forced.
Exactly. It didn't feel too cheesy. It was really well done comedy where it didn't feel stupid. It didn't feel cheesy. It actually felt naturally really funny. I mean, Peter Parker is a kind of a sort of witty character, so I think why him and Iron Man kind of work together, because they are both sort of witty and sarcastic a lot, and they both they sort of butt heads because of that, and I like that in them.
And I actually like the sarcasm they gave Michelle, Zendaya's character, who turns out to be MJ.
Yeah,
a little bit of a twist.
Oh my God, man!
We're giving away spoilers
about
here.
the end of the movie,
Yeah.
so any huge twist.
Yeah.
This girl's Michelle.
I will
movie.
put spoiler in the title.
You think, oh, it's Michelle, okay, it's a different character, and then towards the end of the movie she goes, my friends call me MJ. It's like, wait, what?
Which
she was very sarcastic, and her humor was very dry throughout the movie, but I think worked.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where that character goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this one they kind of just like the love interest. They kind of just at the end of the movie they're like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm moving away. Sorry, bye. Like,
that was another down. You know, it was
Yeah.
a very temporary. Although it never ended up. He was into her, but it never really.
Just because he was too busy being Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
He put his priorities.
I think it would have been a little bit better if she had finally realized who he was, and then they parted ways. But
Then I think we would have had the issue with too many people knowing, because I think at the end of the movie, the amount of people who do know, like, it's okay. I think had she known, it would have been this weird loose end where it's like, well, okay, she knows, now she's going away. You're gonna be constantly thinking about, you know, will she ever spill the beans or whatnot? I mean, it's the one person knows it's his best.
If they're gonna include her dad again, you know.
But that could also make for an more interesting dynamic with her still not knowing and her dad knowing. I don't know. I just think if she knew at the end, it would have been. I wouldn't have liked that. It would have been weird. It would have been this weird loose end that I would have been upset with. Again, his best friend knowing is fine because he seems to be like. I'm assuming he's going to come back. He's going to be helping Spider-Man now.
So.
He's
was
kind of
really good.
He's kind of like Spider-Man's wingman, sort of the Alfred.
He's the chairman.
The chairman, yeah. So he's going to be helping out. I mean, Aunt May knows, which again, I'm not really all that familiar with the comics. Does Aunt May know? I don't think she does she? I mean, I'm going to assume eventually she probably finds out in the comic books, but as far as right away, I don't know.
In the other movies, she kind of has a feeling that maybe something, but
she knows.
Although
sure.
to be completely honest,
this one she knows for sure. Yeah.
He just has the suit on. He could still maybe. You think he could swing out or get
No,
swing out of that situation? No pun intended.
I don't think he can
Tony
swing
Stark
down.
thing, and then the suit, and then no, I don't think so.
And then, so what? It's only 3 people who know then, right? His friends, Vulture, and Aunt May, right?
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. I think that works out.
Yeah.
Probably good Aunt May knows because she was getting the whole movie. She's saying how worried she is because she knows he's sneaking out and he's always away and stuff, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. I think maybe that now she knows it could be.
As long as they don't
better.
overplay the worried aunt and how he can't be Spider-Man because she doesn't want to lose him.
A much younger Aunt May too, by the way.
Much more beautiful.
Marissa Tomei.
but
yes,
they don't dress her
yes,
very
indeed.
good. I mean, like,
Well,
oh my
she's
God.
supposed to be.
Well, they're not trying to make her some beauty queen. She's Aunt May, not
Tony
Miss
Stark
America.
seems to be infatuated with her.
Yes, but because in that movie she was dressed better. Like in this one, I don't know. They dress her like like
Hey,
clothes
Marvel.
that are like 30 years older. Than
Aunt
what she's
May,
supposed
show
to
some
be.
more skin, all right?
Yeah,
Chris will be happy.
yeah. I mean, you can't have her as Aunt May and then not, you know. He's younger, so she's younger.
But anyway, she's Aunt May. She should be dressing the way she's dressing.
No, she's not that old.
Yeah, just bikinis the
like
whole
our age.
bikinis the whole movie. Darn it.
She's like our age.
Halter tops, tube tops.
Next movie, Spider-Man at the beach. There you go. Aunt May in bikini the entire time.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So, all right. Now that we completely spoiled the movie, anything else?
RJ, what'd you think?
Yeah, what'd you think, RJ? Bat Spider.
What's the 6-year-old's point of view?
It was a really good movie.
Did you like it more or less than Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Someone's seeing that. You liked it more.
Okay.
Nice.
I agree.
Really?
I like Guardians more, but
Now I
not
gotta,
by much.
I gotta see Guardians now because,
You know,
yeah.
If we're talking numbers, like Guardians, I think I gave a 4.5. This I would give like a 4.25. They're both very good. It's probably the best summer of superhero movies for me, in my opinion, in a while. What I've enjoyed.
Did you guys think of the trailer for
Justice League?
Justice League?
I thought that was awful.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
It doesn't look that hot.
I
Then
think they should
again, I wasn't blown
With
away
the
by.
exception of Wonder Woman, I wasn't.
To be honest, I wasn't blown away by the Wonder Woman trailer either. I still haven't seen Wonder Woman. Well, I saw like the last 45 or
with the
last
exception of
15
her
minutes
in
of
the
it.
trailer. I wasn't wild. I was
Yeah.
like,
To be honest, she did seem like the best character in the trailer, which I was
Part
like,
of me
oh,
wishes they would make a Teen Titans movie.
that'd be awesome.
With Cyborg's going to be in Justice League, but
He's too old now, isn't he? Was he older or is he younger than that?
well, then they should make a Teen Titans Go movie because Teen Titans Go is great.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Teen
DC's
Titans.
just trying to rush it.
Yeah.
Like they did Man of Steel, and then it was forever before the next one, and then they were like, okay, let's put Batman versus Superman, and then add Wonder Woman in there too, and then give her a movie, and then
with
everybody
Justice
else,
League
yeah,
and
and then
Aquaman.
Justice League, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're not pacing themselves well, and the movies aren't.
I gotta say, out of everything that I saw in the trailer, the one thing I want to see is the chemistry between Aquaman and Batman, because
Bruce-
it seems like Bruce is kind of like annoyed by him.
Yeah.
But then there's that scene at the end where he's on like he's on the
gets
car.
wing of the bat.
Yeah, and Batman kind of just gives him that nod, like go for it. Like,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like maybe they could become kind of like buddies. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see Batman like be friends with somebody.
No, I think the trailer as a whole did not excite me.
No,
about seeing Justice League.
I was not blown away by that trailer at all. But Spider-Man was awesome. It was amazing.
Absolutely.
I would definitely recommend Spider-Man 100%. Like I said, blew every other Spider-Man movie out of the water. Like I don't even care about any of the other 5 movies now at this point. It's just this one was so good.
Definitely.
It was so amazing.
Tom Holland was really good as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Definitely, in my opinion, much better than Tobey Maguire or
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
I think Andrew Garfield. I like that first Amazing Spider-Man. I like that one.
Look, I don't know.
Second one,
I like all. I like all 5 of the Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man.
I don't like dislike them. I'll watch them anytime. Sure. I'm just saying this one though.
Yeah,
Just destroys those movies.
Yeah.
Like those movies that I thought were like, okay, they're decent movies. This one just like again blows it out of the water, just completely destroys it. Yeah, by a long shot too.
Absolutely. I mean, far and away, this was the best Spider-Man movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, the Marvel movies are just the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies are just it's amazing. I mean, has there been a bad one? I think they're all pretty darn strong. Like every time I watch one of these movies,
I'm thoroughly entertained. I usually rewatch them.
yes,
Which is a lot more to say than, excluding The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. I haven't gone back and watched Batman vs. Superman,
this is going to be one of
Suicide
those.
Squad. I haven't
God.
went and rewatched
Yeah.
those movies, whereas Marvel movies I definitely usually try to rewatch at least once, if not, a couple times.
I would say one of the either Iron Man 2, the Iron Man movies. The first one was amazing.
Yeah.
The second one, yeah. The third one, it just kept going downhill. I don't know. The third one.
But
I
still,
think,
even the
was just-
third one is, yes, it wasn't nearly as good as the first one, not as good as the second one, but it was still a enjoyable, decent movie.
better than Batman versus Superman.
Yes.
I give you that, but
Absolutely.
Well, this will definitely be a movie I rewatch as soon as I
Yes.
get it on.
Yep.
I might go to
I
the
guess
theater
I guess
again.
yeah. Well, 3D, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever I
I was
end up.
gonna say 4K
Whatever
now.
not a Disney's going 4K.
Disney with the big news.
Whatever I end up picking it up on, it'll be getting rewatched the day I buy it.
Yep.
Definitely, I need to see this movie again. Pick up all the little things I probably missed this on the first time. Now that I actually, it's one of those movies where it's like now you know the story, you know what's going on, you want to watch it again and try to pick up on little things you might have missed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so again, amazing. I would highly recommend it. Sorry for spoiling the whole thing for you, but again, I will be putting in this video a disclaimer. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, why are you watching this? Hopefully you saw the movie and you agree or disagree. Leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. So double thumbs up for me.
Double thumbs up.
Fat Spider. All right, so go see Spider-Man Homecoming if you haven't already. But again, if you haven't, you know the entire movie now, so shame on you for watching this. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.